Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, cause I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feast, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
How's it going? I'm MC Too Tall, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, and you're watching the MC Too Tall Show. Now, of course, as you know, over the years, I've crossed over from making great hip-hop and industrial rap music to these political broadcasts, these politically charged broadcasts, because liberals are against me distributing my music. So I've taken a break from distributing my music and started going after these losers. A lot of these losers that call themselves artists, and they put out garbage music, and they live in mommy and daddy's basement. They eat cold ramen noodles right out of the cup. They're obsessed with video games, which it's one thing if you like video games, but like you make it your whole life and you want to like kill the people you compete with online because they whoop your ass in these games, then that becomes a little sick, and these people are on that level. And they hardly ever go on stage. They put out their garbage music on the internet, on these different websites. They think it's up to par with my music. Meanwhile, my music crushes their music. They're too scared to get on stage like I do. And if and when they do, the only reason why they don't get pelted with eggs and tomatoes is that the audience, the entirety of the 4 people in the audience, are losers like they are, or even bigger losers than they are. And they clap and applaud for being the loser that these people aspire to be, this vast audience of 4 people that these so-called artists draw. And I pretty much described a lot of my haters in a nutshell amongst the ones who are artists. But anyway, have you seen this little incident in Nebraska? In Nebraska over here, we have this vehicle. Looks like a Chevy Equinox. Go Chevy. Chevys are the best, man. Chevy Equinox trying to get through traffic. They're just innocently driving along with their Trump flag. And this is Fremont, Nebraska, in front of Fremont High School. A lot of militant students there protesting ice. You're in Nebraska. It's freezing cold. There's going to be ice there. Little humor. No, but anyway, there's going to be ice there because we don't want Nebraska turning into the riffraff cesspool that freaking Minnesota has become. So, over here, in Fremont, Nebraska, this driver, apparently a male, is innocently driving along with his Trump flag, and these animals surround the vehicle. They surround this man's Chevy Equinox, and they're going to try to destroy the vehicle, pull the man out, and beat him up. And I believe there's a passenger in there too. And what happens is they manage to pull the flagpole off the back of the vehicle. And I guess they were going to pull the driver out and beat him up. So he hits the gas, and just as he's hitting the gas, some broad that they claim is a high school student, bullshit, a broad jumps in front of the vehicle, gets ran over, and now everybody's crying foul. That person got out of a situation that could have ended in his own life coming to an end, an abrupt and painful end. So the guy did the right thing. Guy saved his own ass, saved the ass of whatever passengers he had in the vehicle, got the hell out of there, cut the flag off as a loss, and whoever he is, wherever he is, he's alive to tell the tale. And so that's where we're going with this. Innocent man surrounded by protesters, presses the gas to escape, accidentally runs over a protester. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty clear. But they'll try to make this man out to be a criminal. They're claiming they identified the driver already. I didn't get his name yet, but I'm sure they'll be plastering his name all over the news, and there'll be senators and members of Congress, Democrats, of course, because they're evil. They will be echoing this man's name, comparing him to neo-Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan and everything else that is deplorable and abominable in society. And they will try to drag this person's name through the mud. They'll want to throw the book at him. They'll want him to serve the rest of his life in jail. Meanwhile, Don Lemon, who belongs in jail, is running around outside of jail with people like Busta Rhymes advocating for him and vowing to protect him. Vowing to protect. Busta Rhymes is vowing to protect Don Lemon, meaning he's into everything Don Lemon is into. It is what it is. Busta Rhymes is a big oaf and a disappointment. And he's grown to be a big doofy chump that can't fight. And yeah, if he ever approaches me, I would embarrass him in public. I would embarrass him in public for defending Don Lemon, because you know, it is what it is, and he is what he is, if you know what I mean. And so, I no longer respect the masculinity of Busta Rhymes. And you know, when you don't respect their masculinity, it's an all-out war with that person, or you turn your head when the neighborhood puts their court of public opinion on people like that. It is how it just goes. It's part of nature, part of life. And I don't believe I'm a racist or a bigot at all. And the only way you convince me that I'm a racist or a bigot is if I'm looking up at the inside of a coffin lid. When when I'm looking at the inside of a coffin lid like this, then I'll say, gee, maybe I was a racist or a bigot or both. That's when I'll acknowledge any type of racism or bigotry in me. But meanwhile, the real bigots are anti-ICE protesters. They should be spat on. If they get run over, it's because of their own stupidity and not any malice on the part of the person driving whichever vehicle runs them over. So this is an open shut case, in my opinion. I think this person should walk or actually drive and be left alone and be allowed to live his life without any type of legal troubles. This seems like a good man. He had a Trump flag. He's got to be a good man. And he drives a Chevy. Okay, it's an Equinox. It should be something like a Tahoe or a Suburban, but, whatever. You live, you learn. At least it's a start. It's a Chevy. And that's it. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, founding father figure of industrial rap, and your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Don't be gross.